From the Parramatta Stadium for this round 15 clash of the Optus Cup, and quite an encouraging crowd here watching the resurgence of Parramatta in '97. Crowd well over the 10,000 mark, which is not accustomed to Saturday afternoon football. And as you can see behind the stands, some grey clouds, but there hasn't been any rain for the past 3 or 4 hours, which is good. And Parramatta, a tremendous reception for them, led out by Dean Pay. They have won their last 8 matches. Let's have a look at the Parramatta side. Paul Vaughton.
Yeah, great crowd. Everyone loves a winner, and they'll hope this team can take them to their 9th victory today. Carriage is the fullback, Heron and Collins on the wings, Kelly and Barnes in the centres, Jason Bell, he's the man of the moment, 5'8". Halfback John Simon, Smith is locked, Lovell and McCracken in the second rows, Morgan and Pay in the front row, Aaron Raper's the hooker, and Brian Smith, a very good coach.
Aaron Raper on screen. This also a significant milestone today. The clashes between these two clubs. It is in fact the 100th time that they have met in Premiership football. And the Parramatta Eels, with the off-field news continuing, most recently they've been linked with the Balmain Tigers. But right at the moment they're quite happy to stand alone. They are the form team in either competition. Now the Western Suburbs Magpies. Paul Langmack, plenty of football behind the Western Suburbs captain. They come into this game last up losers against South Sydney. Before that their form was excellent. They had won 4 straight. Let's look at the Magpies lineup.
Yes, Tommy Boy's lineup this way. Leeds is fullback, Willis and Hodgson on the wings, the McGuinness brothers in the centres, Doyle's a 5'8", Steve Georgalis is the halfback, lock forward it's Paul Langmack and captain. Bustling Billy, there he is again. He's in the second row with Kennedy, Harvey Howard and John Skandalis in the front row with Mesher at hooker, coached by Tom Radonics.
It really is a great side here at Parramatta Stadium. Some of the finest rugby league supporters. They are back solid with their team this year, and they have something to follow, no doubt about that. Matt Hewitt, the referee for this clash. Western Suburbs for the first half running from left to right. Andrew Leeds, the man who gets us underway. They've played once already this season, a win to the Magpies, but Parramatta's form has picked up dramatically since that first clash in Paul Carriage. First touch of the football held on the 20-metre line. This is Morgan moving up into the front row. Peter Johnston forced out today. Morgan to the front row. Carl Lovell, the man with the ball now, comes into the second row off the bench. And his form has certainly warranted the starting position. Bell coming across to the left. Carriage spinning in a tackle. Those two players, Bell and Carriage, just signing new deals with Parramatta only yesterday. Bell, a new 3-year contract. Paul Carriage has signed up for another 2 seasons. First kick of the day is a very big one. That's gone, what, 70 metres?
Yeah, he's a good kicker of the football, John Simon. The breeze really caught hold of that one. I'll just go down to Steve Roach to see how that breeze is down there, Blocker.
Yeah, I reckon it's about an 8-pointer at the moment, Paul. A very solid breeze behind Parramatta in the first half.
And now the Magpies with John Skandalis to the 40-metre line. Magpies going into this game sitting on 14 competition points. A chance today, you can see that 14 points, a chance to leapfrog the Roosters if they could come up with a win here. Leeds, that was off the boot, but straight into the grasp of Jason Bell. So Parramatta in possession on halfway.
And they get the penalty, and just out wide there, Justin Morgan copped a knock in a previous tackle. He's in guards at the moment. But mistake early for the Magpies. And I've just noticed even this early in the match, the West defence is very condensed on both sides, and there'll be chances out wide for Parramatta. As long as they take the metres in close early and then get some second phase play out wide, they might have a field day here.
So Parramatta just inside the Magpies 20. Simon, and Raper is first receiver. For Pay to spin and back for Raper, a set play. Working forward was Jared McCracken. Only just outside the 10-metre line. Raper back to the left with Jason Smith. Long ball from Smith, finding Steve Collins. West was stretched. Now Raper. Simon on for Bell. McCracken is at his hip. He's contained by the Magpies defence. Skandalis was up. Now 15 out. They're really working this Magpies defence. Back to the left. Smith, the beautiful pass. Raper, then for Lovell. What a start for the Eels. The roll continues for the blue and gold. 4-0 the score.
Well, there it is. The second phase play. The gaps are out wide. And Jason Smith, he plays down the left-hand side of the field. Did very, very well. Look, just freeze it there. And just have a look at this. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 out here. There's the defence. They just can't cover all this area. And as play goes on, that's where they're attacking. Smith, this is a great ball. And Aaron Raper's done very well to get around. And there's too many numbers out here. And there's the gap. And they just, this sliding defence that West are playing, look, it works, but you've just got to, it's got to work for the whole game and 100%. And it's just not working early for them. And it's a defence where just the one slightest mistake puts pressure on the rest of the line. Beautiful ball from Jason Smith. How he's not on the Australian side is beyond me, or at least on the bench.
And Carl Lovell, a very impressive newcomer, just 19 years of age, scores the try, and Steve Roach, did Parramatta have hope for a better start than this?
Well, it's no boring stuff, is it? It's not one out running as we normally see in the game today. They've moved that ball around in that set of 6, and Carl Lovell on the fringe of the ruck off Smith. Unstoppable, very powerful runner.
4 metres in from touch. On his favoured side, Heron. Will this one swing back? It won't. 4-0 the score to the Eels over Western Suburbs. The strike coming after just 3 minutes. And a beautifully constructed try by the Eels. Not just this play, but the tackles leading up to it.
Yeah, they've got some very good passes of the football in this Parramatta team. In particular, Jason Smith and also Aaron Raper, as we saw there, can throw a very nice, neat pass, and that's a great start for the Eels.
Paul mentioned Justin Morgan, being not heavily in back play. He's been replaced by Brett Horsnell. What is Paul Carriage tackle? The Eels with Raper. An energetic start from the Parramatta hooker, and ball almost put down by Heron. Got the juggle successful at about the 3rd attempt. Pay spinning into the line. I suppose when you talk about Jason Smith, unlucky not to be selected, it's probably Dean Pay that's got his spot on the bench. They come to the right side, they've opened again. Here is Barnes, support is Raper, the pass, it's play on. It's with McCracken, in fact Hewitt says knock on.
Well, they're attacking both sides of the field, and that occasion went the short side, and desperately unlucky not to score a try. They bombed it. Nice ball. Justin Morgan's back on there. Good inside pass there. Nathan Barnes, plenty of speed, gets through the gap. Should have passed it here, but hung on just a fraction too long. The pass has gone astray. Still a chance there. McCracken kicked it into Raper.
Okay, the Magpies with it. Adam Doyle on the 20. That's the score from earlier this year. Western Suburbs 25, Parramatta 14. That match was played on a Thursday night. And Skandalis is with it. Chiriako Mesha with Langmack. Slipping into the tackle of Dean Pay. Back to the blind side. Georgalis kicking. Placing that one, not going for distance. He's turned Carriage around, back to the 10-metre line. 3 Magpies chases, and the kicker of the ball gets there first. Steve Georgalis, Skandalis down. He's back on his own 40-metre line. And in fact, he's now being assisted from the field. It's an injury to his left shoulder. Morgan is with it for Parramatta. Skandalis off the field, an early blow for Wests. Eels with the try scorer, Lovell. This is on their own 30 now with Pay. Working forward into the tackle there of Damien Kennedy. Darren Capavilla, the player on for John Skandalis. Another big kick. Red Hodgson, this is the young player that impressed us just a couple of rounds back against the Roosters in his first grade debut. Scored a couple of tries. And now West's earned a penalty. That gets them out of trouble.
Yeah, the mark is not standing square on there. Stuart Kelly not happy with the decision, gets back into position. Queensland State of Origin player. It's been all Parramatta so far. West have just got to settle down, put some sets of 6 together.
That's right, it could have been 10-0. And now Harvey Howard. Big arm over the top from Bell as he was trying to get a grip in the tackle. Smith was the assist. Comes across. Georgalis working Capavilla in for his first touch, a former Parramatta player. Now Mesha, Georgalis, Langmack, able to slip a ball to Kennedy and then back inside for Leeds. Finished off with a shoulder at the end, but the lead up from West was excellent. Coming across, Doyle, there for McGuinness, that's Ken, for Hodgson, Bell, read the inside run beautifully. Now Ken McGuinness with Capavilla, not looking to pass, he's driven sideways. Parramatta defence has regrouped, it is the last tackle. Mesha, Doyle, cut out ball there for Kevin McGuinness. Then it comes off the chest of Leeds, it may well have been play on, Carriage cleans up. He calls the knock on, it's on the last to change over.
A better stuff there from the Magpies, though. You can't deny the skill of Paul Langmack, can you? A beautiful ball slipped by him earlier, which put them into space. This pass, a fraction too hard. Come off his noggin, off Leeds' melon. So that would have been play on.
Well, Parramatta have made an error. It was Dean Pay. And West now 30 metres out with McGuinness. So the game just swings back a little the Magpies' favour. This is the best field position they've had of the match for a full set of 6. Howard caught inside the 20. Mesha, Georgalis, Bill Dunn is the decoy. Capavilla, gee, he's getting plenty of work since he's come on. Third hit up for Darren Capavilla. Mesha, here with Langmack. Able to keep his feet as he approached Aaron Raper. Only 5 metres out. Long ball from Mesha from dummy half. Georgalis then for Doyle. That was Jason Smith. Simon coming in. They get into ground. Hewitt urging the Parramatta players to get back to their own goal line. Bustling Billy Dunn for Hodgson. The Magpies, is that the strike back? He caught it forward.
Oh, bad luck for the Magpies. A great run there from Billy Dunn. And Hodgson thought he'd scored another try. Good run. Look at him. Barnstorming Billy Dunn. He bumped one out of the way. That was Bell. And, well, did that pass go forward? The referee said yes. Well, it's very hard to tell from that angle, isn't it, Rossum?
Yeah, I'll go with referee and touch judge on that one.
Oh, okay.
Bill Dunn showing us parts of his game that we don't normally see. He's not really known for his offloading skills. It was a nice attempt. Parramatta out of their danger zone. Western Suburbs appeared to be offside. Up awfully quick, and this time Morgan's dropped it cold on the second tackle. So 4-0 the score, but Parramatta in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, he simply took his eyes off the football there. And, I mean, Parramatta are a good football side, but they're not going to win the game if they continue to make mistakes like that in their own danger area, because this West team, they're a fine attacking side, and I don't know if Parramatta can hold them out.
We'll report on John Scandalis in a moment with Steve, but Western Suburbs on the attack. This is Kevin McGuinness. 25 metres out from the Parramatta line. There's brother Ken at dummy half. Now for Kennedy. Despite the fact West lost their last game, I thought Kennedy produced his best game of the season against the Rabbitohs. Now Howard gets them started straight through the centre. 5 out. Mesha. Langmack holding the ball up for the barnstorming one. Billy Dunn. He can't get over the try line. He was trying to wriggle his way through the tackle. Mesha back with Georgalis. Set on the right for Doyle. Doyle tries to go straight through and succeeds. Adam Doyle, a robust 5'8", has worked his way through the Parramatta defence, and it's 4-all.
Too easy there for the West side, and once again it comes back to too much possession for the Magpies. They had the numbers out here, but in the end, look, you can see Jason Bell calling. The defence on the inside didn't get there in time. That was Carl Lovell, and some ordinary defence there from Parramatta. Just keep an eye on Jason Bell. In this camera shot, he's getting out of it now, so don't keep an eye on him. But, well, there he is. He's calling back on the inside, saying to Carl Lovell, come. In the end, the pressure was on Bell to make the tackle. He couldn't. But he's a good player, Doyle. Very good player.
Andrew Leeds, another former Eel in the Western Suburbs side, 74 points for the year. Very cool with his first kick of the day and puts the Magpies in front. Here at Parramatta Stadium, 13 gone, 6-4 the score. The try to Doyle, the goal from Leeds following up the early try for Carl Lovell. So Parramatta back with Ian Heron. There are some very good judges of football matches that always claim it's the team that scores second that will win. The Western Suburbs are in that position at the moment as Mesha for Capavilla. Fired up off the bench. Now Steve Roach, the report on John Skandalis.
Yes, it's a pinched nerve in the left shoulder, and they think he'll be back. They're just going to give him 5 minutes just to see if it comes good.
Magpies edging towards halfway. Langmack. Dunners working hard. Now the try scorer, Doyle. A bit of speed from dummy half. He was looking for a runner, couldn't find one, and took the tackle of Barnes. It is the last. Georgalis trying a centre field bomb. Held up in the breeze, and will come down on the 20. Carriage is in the vicinity. Hasn't come up with the ball. The tackle count restarts, and Hodgson tried to put it on the boot and had a full set of 6.
Well, he obviously didn't get the call, didn't see the arm waving around from referee Hewitt. That's a tragedy for the West side.
And back with Morgan. 6 tackles to play with. They were going to be 20 metres out. Now look what happened. They've conceded a penalty. Parramatta will go on the attack inside the Magpies half. Some heavy artillery still to come back for Parramatta. Jim Dimmick among them. Also Shane Werrett and Chris King. Very handy forward. He's 2 or 3 weeks away from a comeback. The stocks will be bolstered over the next month as Lovell makes 5 or 6 metres from the resumption. Simon. Raper. Again, they've swapped dummy half and first receiver. Raper the run around, and now Bell. Well tackled, and ball is being pushed forward.
Yeah, nice play this one. This is the second phase play that I've been talking about, and they get
the markers. Kelly was the tackler. A second tackle affected by Smith. Magpies this time with a penalty on halfway. Just the man over the top. He bought that penalty, Damien Kennedy. I think he flopped down without a hand on him. Mesha, Capavilla. Pettit is the man on in 25. Darren Pettit from a form reserve grade side, the Parramatta lineup. And now Georgalis. Now ball this time for Shane Miller. Inside the Eels 30. Back to the open side. Georgalis. Oh, it's gone behind the back of 3 or 4 Magpies players. Hodgson was the last man right, and then he was collared by Dean Kay. And Georgalis working the ball for Leeds. Leeds is 20 out and cut down from behind by Raper. Good pass, Georgalis. Langmack. Doyle pushing the ball along for Kennedy to step, and well tackled by Bell. But they were offside. West get the penalty. It is wide out.
Hewitt played the advantage there. They were offside. We'll find that Andrew Leeds will come and try and kick a goal to make it 8-4, but gee, they're going all right. West and out wide. They're catching Parramatta out. Some sloppy defence on that occasion on the left-hand side of the field. It took a beautiful Aaron Raper tackle to save a try. Great stuff there from Raper, but Parramatta never back on side.
There's the tackle from Bell. Steve Roach, you just get the feeling after this first quarter of this match, the Western Suburbs, whatever record Parramatta have coming into the game, West are here and they think they can win.
Well, I think Parramatta are making it easy for them at the moment. They've made 2 errors coming out of their own end. 1 drop ball, a forced pass, and then the tackle down here on the 50-metre line for holding down. Another penalty to West, but Parramatta are really filling the hole after their great first 10 minutes.
Leeds his second kick of the day. Ten in from touch, just outside the 20. This one from Leeds, he hasn't struck that at all well. In fact, it's not going to go dead, but it'll be a West try. Langmack. Well, have they nodded off in the in-goal? Parramatta. Paul Langmack. West at 10, Parramatta at 4.
Can you believe that? I've seen that about twice in the last 17 years. It's a long-range kick. Well, it's not exactly. It's 23 metres, but it's into the wind, and no one even has a crack at it. Look at it. They're watching around. They're standing around, and just Paul Langmack, the oldest player on the field right now, lumbers up for the try. Unbelievable. No one's called it. Lack of communication. And they deserve that.
Leeds gets his second kick. This one, though, right in front. And the Magpies lead is 8 points. 21 gone, 12-4 to West. A try earlier this year off the upright to Jason Sinclair for the Roosters, but that one totally unexpected. Just a hold up to the resumption. They're running on sand. Ian Heron. Back underway. Parramatta led 4-0. Try after just 3 minutes. But they haven't seen the Magpies 20-metre zone since that first try. And this is Hodgson. Handed to Langmack, though, on the try before the break. He led the chase. I know it was only 20-25 metres, but he was there in case the ball did come loose. Rewarded with a try. And now Millard. Georgialis, long ball. Attacking with Kevin McGuinness. Standing up, Nathan Barnes saying, make the tackle. Barnes does. And now Willis. It's the last tackle for Wests. Really getting a drive in all their sets of 6. The kick goes off the side of the boot from Georgialis. He goes over the sideline. I suppose there's worse results than that, but he was definitely looking for better field position with the kick. Des Hasler, he makes his first entry into the game. Damien Kennedy walking a little gingerly off the field. Simon across with Horsnell. And Bell. Oh, put down by Smith. Play on for Carriage. But some what appear to be fairly basic plays are coming unstuck at the moment for Parramatta.
You look at their performance over the last 20 minutes and you think, well, how they won 8 in a row. They've just played pretty ordinary because they haven't settled down. They've turned over too much ball and they seem to be out of rhythm.
Here's Horsnell. Well, he won off the ruck. He bumped away from Bill Dunn. Gets inside the 30, but they've used up 5 tackles and Horsnell may have been hurt in carrying that ball forward. Barnes, unusual play on the last. They went the blind and they don't get a kick in, and it is a changeover.
And some very unhappy players out here to the left. They had about a 4-man overlap. Jason Smith coming off. He copped a knock a couple of minutes ago. He'll just have a little rest.
Simon comes up with a tackle on Leeds. And now Millard. They're in numbers, Parramatta, 3 tacklers. Smith on the bench now with the doctor. Howard. Backslam by the Eels defence. To Troy Campbell. Now Langmack. Short pass. Put pressure on Hasler. Yes, he doesn't shirk the task, but he was attacked basically the moment he received the football. Now Mesha. With Doyle. Arm swinging in back play. Hasler and McCracken it was. That's what the boos of the crowd were for as Leeds kicks down the centre of the park. Not getting a lot of distance. Heron confronted by Kevin McGuinness. It's the possession. It was probably the other way for the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game. And now McCracken trying to catch the West defence, but offside on the blind. I think they might get them in this set of 6. Encourages a man, playing it on the 40. Simon, and with Pay. Not able to offload that time. Here comes Simon. Bell looking to weave through, but the tackle affected by Scandalis, so the shoulder's okay. It comes back for Pay. Well, he was looking into the sun to take that, and again it's on the last, and he's forced to kick, and Leeds is with it.
Disorganised there, Parramatta. Once again, out of rhythm. That's just come from nothing. That, I mean, it was the halfback was in a dummy half. He just turned and threw it anywhere. Went to a prop forward who had to put a kick in. So they are a bit disorganised at the moment, the Eels.
Cherry Mesha and dummy half. Jason Bell doing some defence for this Parramatta side. And now Howard. Just short of the 40. Last tackle it is for West. Leeds his position for the kick. He'll get one from inside the 40. This one swinging. Well, it's the hook shot. Out on the 4 will come back to the 40-metre line. Parramatta will have possession.
Yeah, hit that one withdraw. Out in the full, and this is the chance at Parramatta. They've got to capitalise here. 40 metres out, 6 tackles to go. And McCracken makes about 5 metres. I think they need John Simon to really take over. Penalty goes their way now. They've got to lift the cog, Parramatta. And John Simon has got to start running the football.
Interference after the tackle was affected. Steve Georgalis was up there. So too Des Hasler. 12 and a half remaining in this first half. And Parramatta, 20 out. Lovell. First of 6. Simon. Again, Raper was at first receiver on the open side. Simon, they attack the blind. Carriage has flung to ground in the tackle of Willis. But they are inside the 10 now. Barnes probing. Into the Hasler tackle. Simon. Raper. Then for Pay. Second man play. The pass evades Bell, and then he comes up with a knock on. It hasn't been called. It's back with Lovell. Could have sworn it was a knock on from Jason Bell. 25 metres out from the West line. Raper. Now angling back infield is Kelly. He ran straight at Harvey Howard. Raper. Last tackle. Simon. Thinking a grubber kick. Again a pass has hit the deck. Pay gets his second kick in succession. Leeds is there and makes the catch. And now is away Andrew Leeds. The old legs of Leeds got him back over the 30.
Well, there's a big crowd of Parramatta fans here today to watch their Eels try and make it 9 in a row. But I'm telling you, they're going awful. I don't want to be too hard on them, but just nothing going for them at all at the moment. Scandalis is back on.
With Mesha, and some feeling in the match now. Smith made the tackle. Langmack. Out of here for Doyle. Scored the Magpies' first try. Inside the Parramatta 40. They lead by 12 points to 4, the Western Suburbs side. Hasler takes off for 10. Having a running battle with Jared McCracken. I think he got one around the mouth then. Doyle, the left footer. There's no one at home. Here comes McGuinness. Well, I don't think he forced it. As he lost the ball, the touch judge and in-goal judge say he knocked on.
Well, another chance there for the Magpies. McGuinness straining every muscle. He actually got his hands to the ball, but couldn't force it with the right pressure. So another let-off for the Eels.
Well, Steve Roach, what do you make of the Parramatta form?
Well, I know their defence has been winning them games over the last 8 weeks, but they're trying to bash Western Suburbs out of this, and they get bouncing off out of tackles and getting offloads all the time. Very frustrated at the moment, Parramatta.
This relates to a player a long way back. A caution here with Pay and Langmack, and basically the referee not happy with play the ball area. A bit of grappling that's going on, and Parramatta are back with it on their own 30. now Steve Collins. And his second touch of the ball in this game. Carriage. Short of halfway. It's Gandalis, the tackler. Now Barnes. Well, nothing too flashy about the first few rucks in this set of 6 as Smith contemplated the pass, and Hasler, some heavy work in the tackle. Did Smith get to his feet to play it? Simon. Pressure now on Willis. There's plenty of Parramatta chasers. Willis had time to take the catch without the defence being right on him. And now out of trouble with Hodgson. Well, they really did go back to basics in that set of 6, Parramatta. And now with Kennedy. He did a step. Remesha to Georgialis. Finding some open spaces. Here goes Kevin McGuinness. Down the left side. Carriage is the cover. Carriage makes the tackle on Kevin McGuinness, although it's finished off by McCracken. They're finding some space down the left wing. Langmack, Hasler on halfway. Squeezes the pass for Langmack. Now Ken McGuinness. He's thinking his brother's getting all the action. Now Hodgson. Hodgson propelled away with a fend from Collins. A hand in there was Kelly's. Western Suburbs get the loose ball.
And a dust up there between Stuart Kelly and Ken McGuinness. It's a fracas.
It is.
But a big chance there for West to score.
Well, the key point about this, I'm not sure again whether the referee has got it right. I could have sworn Stuart Kelly's hand is the one that knocks down the ball.
I thought you could see Langmack there barking orders. He wants his players to cut the rod out. A one-on-one missed tackle here. Hodgson gets away from Collins. And then a good ball in. Now who touches it? It's come off Stuart Kelly first. That's play on. Although it looked maybe McGuinness got a hand to it there as well to knock it on.
But the ball did strike the Parramatta player first. I think we agree on that. And it did go back towards the Western Suburbs goal line. And that would necessitate a Western Suburbs feed. Big call. Parramatta with it, with Collins. It was a bad miss on Hodgson, who has a bit of speed. Here's Bell. Weaving away from Kevin McGuinness. Navali is on his outside. Now he finds Navali. For a fleeting moment he went missing. He was caught in traffic, Navali. He was trying to get to an infield position. Simon. For Parramatta again, the jeers of the crowd for Western Suburbs offside. I think Hewitt's playing advantage. He is. Parramatta get the penalty. Can't blue with the referee about that.
No, he did. He's having a fine game, Matt Hewitt. He's a good young referee. He did play the advantage there, and they were about 3 metres offside. Just wondering what they'll do. They'll have a kick at goal, eh?
Or without Ian Heron, though.
Well, John Simon is out there. He's not a bad kicker.
Heron on the bench.
Kicked a few goals for them in the State of Origin match a few weeks ago in Melbourne, which won them a game.
And a field goal as well down in Melbourne. Watch the break again. Navali was looking to get himself in a position to run infield.
Good play by Jason Bell, and he's got to start doing a lot more of this along with John Simon, I feel. Their forwards are going all right, but then the inside halves content to just pass the ball on, and they're both good runners of the football. And we can see there when Jason Bell, the first time in the match he decided to run, he's set up a 50-yard movement for them.
John Simon on the bench for the Australian side next Friday and the rest of the World Test. And this kick from 28 metres out, John Simon. Parramatta in need of points, unsuccessful. So 8 points, it remains the difference. 12-4 to the Magpies. .33 minutes gone. Western Suburbs with the dropout from the 20. The John Simon attempt unsuccessful. And now Paul Carriage. Raper. Here for McCracken. Scandalis up to make the tackle. Now Raper. Bell with a switch of play. Well, the pass went backwards, then bounced forwards for Simon. So play on. 30 out from the west line. Dean Pay. Carriage. I don't think so many passes have hit the deck. Well, certainly not in the winning crop they've had, but all season for a side. The first half, so many passes have not found their man. Smith. 11 metres out. Last tackle. Simon. Willis is on the wing waiting for the kick. It doesn't come. Was that knocked down by Scandalis? It is play on. No, it's not.
Well, some of the West players are blowing up. But once again, they just look disorganised, this Parramatta team. A dummy inside, offloads. Well, there's no, that didn't even go near Scandalis. And referee Hewitt, a couple of blokes having a chat to Hewitt, and they've just got to learn to shut up, say nothing, let him get on with his job. Ian Herron's done a hammy, Bossy. He may not come back yet.
Good news for the Eels as McCracken fends away from the scrum, almost slipped a pass inside. Gujalis a tackler. Navali now for Simon. 10 out, Simon. There was no runner there. Kennedy, man for the tackle. Now Raper. Over the shoulder of Morgan. Wester with it, Georgalis. I think he'll rule the knock on against West again, will he? They can't get one, the West side. The referee is right this time.
Well, look, early on, Parramatta found a lot of space down this left-hand side. They've got Jason Smith hanging out here. But they continue to go down the right-hand side on the short side. I mean, they've got this four-man overlap the whole game. Here they come now.
Bell. Carriage looking to come into the play. Bell retains possession and then cops a tackle from Doyle. Ball and all, Collins. 5 out. That was a little high on Collins from Bill Dunn. The West players feel they've been a little hard done by in the last few minutes. It comes for Smith. Smith, always dangerous. Close to the West line. Dunn was again the tackler. Away for Simon. There are numbers to the right. They will open them up with a kick. Navali catch, wait and score. Or wait, catch and score. Either way, it's a tie to Parramatta. 12-8 to score.
That'll make them feel a hell of a lot better heading into half-time. Well constructed on that occasion. I talked about the West defence. You see here, look at the space out here. As if freeze play there, just have a look where all the room out here that Simon can kick to. He does that, and in the end, it's a beautiful catch from Navali. A well-weighted kick just before the line. Navali had to stop and wait for it, and big put down from Navali. But well done, John Simon. That's good to have a look. Well, maybe they're covered. I better put this kick in. And he stayed on side. He got there very quickly.
So Herron with the hamstring problem. Simon again is the kicker. He's looking straight into the sun with this one. But we can't complain about that after some of the weather of late for football matches. 4-point ball game at the moment. Simon, 25 metres out. He struck it terribly again. He's never going to have the height to get over the crossbar. 12-8 to score, 2 tries all. But it's a performance that you could sum up in the first half from Parramatta that I guess you could say is scrappy. But nothing they can't fix, you wouldn't think, over the next 40 or so minutes.
Well, I suppose you've got to say West have played very well too. Tommy would be pretty proud of them. They've done plenty of things right. And every time they've gone wide, they've created some chances. Andrew Leeds is having a big game at fullback. Langmack's doing some good things.
Carriage on the kick reception again from the restart of play. And Raper is here for Navali. Into the Hasler tackle. Jason Bell. And the Kennedy tackle. Ryan Smith down the sideline now. It's with Collins stumbling through the Scandalis tackle. Just short of halfway. Paul Carriage. He's up in the front line a lot, the Parramatta fullback. With Collins. having trouble finding a forward at the moment to go forward. Barnes away from Morgan. He's the man. Can throw a pass Morgan. He gets one away. So Parramatta with Raper and now McCracken. Standing in the Kennedy tackle. Navali is with him. Navali trying some fancy footwork. Last tackle. Half-time siren has sounded. Kick comes from Simon. They need to catch Western Suburbs. Hodgson and Leeds between them. They've got the football. So end of the first half, this round 15 clash. Parramatta, the form side of the Optus Cup. At home, they trail by 4. 2 tries apiece, but the boot of Leeds has Western Suburbs in front by 4. West 12, Parramatta 8. We'll take a break. Ready then for the second half. And John Simon is the man. Looking across the Parramatta back line, no Ian Heron, so looks like he's succumbed to the hamstring injury. It's unlikely he'll be back. So Simon has the kicking duties. And he missed one from right in front, 30 out, that could come back to haunt them later in the game. Western Suburbs, first possession of the half, and now Langmack. Beyond the 30, Pay went for a little short right arm. Want to cuff him, and now Mesha in the tackle of Raper. Throwing away their leading tackler from the first half, Aaron Raper. And now Georgalis wide there for Ken McGuinness. He tries an Alfie Langer style kick. Towed through a second time. Carriage has it covered. Interesting option from Ken McGuinness. There's a grubber kick that covered no more than a metre or two. Collins stumbles over the 30. Ken McGuinness scored a try that Origin match, game 2 down in Melbourne. You'll be happy that I'm reminding you of that. As here's Raper with Morgan. Over halfway, Justin Morgan. Nice charge from the Parramatta front rower. Now Raper. The platform is there. Simon, 30 out from the West line, stepping. The tackle of Cherry Mesher. It's the last tackle for for Parramatta. The West defence again creeping up quickly as Bell. This is nice hands for Carriage, then inside for Kelly. Kelly gets the overhead ball for the corner, goes Collins. Collins has scored. Well, it's a repeat of the first half. They've scored in the first couple of minutes.
Oh, it's come from nothing too. 5th tackle. Simon playing the football. Raper took the first off the ruck duties again. West defence comes up very quickly there and creates the overlap. They had the numbers, good inside ball, and Stuart Kelly does extra well. Pass did not flow forward, and that man, doesn't he do well as well? Steve Collins gets over in the corner. Carriage, Kelly, classy kid him. And Steve Collins beats Leeds. Hard to do that.
Scoring a try. They scored after 2.5 in the first half through Carl Lovell. And this time it's Collins who provides the 4-pointer. Simon's left with another tough one. Right from the sideline. 25 out. The setting is certainly right for a big half of football and a tight finish. Crowd of around 15,000. The rain has held off. And Simon has this kick at 12 all. His 3rd attempt of the day. This one is sprayed to the right again. All locked up. 12 all at Parramatta Stadium. Steve Roach to hear the half-time report. Back at the stadium, Damien Kennedy with his share of problems. And Western Suburbs conceding the early try after half-time. And this is Paul Carriage, who's had the kick returns from kickoffs entirely to himself today, is now Morgan. Bone-jarring tackle, he's lost it there. after being hit by Mesha. Well, there was no call from the touchdown. Morgan lost the ball as he was getting to his feet. Raper with Dean Pay. Work rate has been good from Dean Pay. Inside the west half. Now Raper. With it as Lovell. Never a soft hit up from Carl Lovell. Simon, last tackle. This kick for the corner. Leeds has it covered, but the ball trickles over the dead ball line, so back to the 20. Steve Roach, I guess the halftime report changes a little with that Parramatta try straight after the break.
Well, it didn't look like the Magpies really listened to Tommy Donegas at half-time. He said the most important thing is the number up and make certain we put the ball runner on the ground. He said we look good when we go to the fringe of the ruck. We're outplaying them out wide at the moment. And he said, look, the game's here for the taking. Parramatta are ready to be beaten. For Parramatta, more hunger in our scramble defence. They're very lazy in that department. Let's concentrate coming out of our own end. We've already made 3 mistakes, so we're costing ourselves. And it's just not going to happen. We must work. And Coach Brian Smith said we've got 40 minutes to turn it around.
Dunn was held short of halfway. And this is Langmack, the captain of Wests for Scandalis. He's swamped by the Parramatta defence. McCracken and Barnes at his last tackle. Georgalis kicking, attacking Navali. This kick is too deep again from Wests. Second time in the match we've had one out on the full. Change over short of the 40 for Parramatta. And away with Collins. Raper. Jason Bell still been one of their best today. Very flat pass. Campbell at full pace onto the ball. Taken over the top, Millard. Leeds was low in the tackle. Simon, no fullback at home. Simon pressing forward into the Dunn tackle. 25 out, the chant is up again from the Parramatta fans. Raper, Bell, inside the West 20, Jason Bell, he was taken low. And in the tackle of Willis, or it might have been Doyle. As it comes wide, it's been put down, Campbell is with it. Hewitt says knock on, and this time the Parramatta fans don't like it.
Oh, he's found the knock on there somewhere, but some good straight hard running from the Parramatta side out wide is creating all sorts of problems for the West team. No knock on there.
Just correcting the tackler of Jason Bell, it was Terry Mesha. He made a critical tackle. This is Hodgson in off the wing, and he gets a bone jar from Kelly, still able to offload. Comes wide for Kevin McGuinness. Now over the 20 for Darren Willis. Navali did a good job marking 2 players. Around work for Kevin McGuinness. Definitely playing the best football of his short first grade career. Right at the moment, Kevin McGuinness. Here's Millard. Now Mesha. Scandalis. Taken low in the tackle of Campbell. And a dummy half they go. There's metres to be made. Another 10. Hasler. Warming up again to come into this game. Leeds kicking on the last between Carriage and Navali. And again, the bounce is way too far. Well, they might have expected a sodden playing surface. They haven't got one. This is like a tarmac. That ball carried for some 25 metres after landing. And here's Collins. Parramatta. A very tense part of the match at 12 all as Campbell. Parramatta 3 tries, no goals. Then play off the ground. And this is Pettit. Put up by Langmack and Hasler. And a little enthusiastic in the tackle. The 2 veterans, Hasler and Langmack.
Yeah, referee Hewitt losing his patience with the rucks at the moment. Second tackle made here. We're looking to quick play the balls and not getting them today.
And with a touch finder on the eastern side of the field, well, obviously the breeze still having some effect. And Pettit With it for Parramatta. They're 35 out from the west line. Raper. With it is Horsnell. Now just outside the 20. They are set to the right. Simon. Bell. McCracken standing wide. Running at Georgalis. Able to offload. Barnes back for Bell. Carriage, well handled. He plucked that one out of the air. I don't think the pass was quite intended for him. He made it his. Now Raper. With it is Morgan. Inside ball there for Horsnell. And they close the gap. Millard and Hasler. They went a little high, but it needed to be a ball and all tackle. Simon kicking again. Pettit is the man chasing at the big front rower. Leeds, he has forced it in a scrambling effort. But what about that? Darren Pettit was the man chasing the kick, and Tommy barking instructions into the walkie-talkie.
And lights up another dart. Fourth tackle. Well, they still had one up their sleeve, but they went for it early, trying to catch West out.
Line drop out with Andrew Leeds. That's a big one. 55 on the fly. Carriage is there, and McCracken. He will come back. Picks up speed as he gets to the west line. Millard and Hasler combining in the tackle. Now Morgan. Well handled by Bill Dunn. I have to leave off the adjective when you say Billy's name these days, as Bell is with it. Taken the ground by Langmack. 15 metres out. The Eels chasing 9 straight victories. Morgan, 10 out with a dummy. Dunn is there again. In combination with Howard. Raper for Sider. Bell looking very dangerous. Pay is on. It was a brief visit to the bench for Dean Pay. Last play here for Parramatta. On Simon. Looking for a repeat set. Western Suburbs have done well to cover the kick. Langmack. Out of trouble they come with Leeds.
Well, they've done well to hold off Parramatta for 12 or so tackles, because Parramatta are really spinning this ball around now, getting their act together.
Play the ball from Hodgson. He's back to the deck. And Western with it just outside their 20. Hasler, Langmack. They need some straight running out of trouble. Dunn, held up by McCracken. This has been good defence from Parramatta in this set of 6. The kick comes from inside the 30 from Leeds. Navali on his own 30. And now Paul Carriage. Navali wrapped around, and Carriage takes the tackle of Capavilla and Kennedy. Here it is with Jason Bell. Reported earlier, he is re-signed with the Parramatta side for another 3 seasons. Collins gets Parramatta inside the west half. Jason Bell, one of the form players in the Optus Cup, as Dean Pay able to offload back for Raper. So half a chance here for Parramatta with Morgan. 25 out. Kevin McGuinness made the tackle with Langmack. Raper. Simon. Back inside this time for McCracken. McCracken trying to bustle his way through the West defence. Last tackle. Raper. A dummy. They've gone the blind side on the last. The kick was through the legs, but Western Suburbs have the ball through Kevin McGuinness. And Willis held up. 12 all. 12 into the second half. Kennedy moving across field. Touching the Parramatta defensive line. They are back to 10. There's a lot of pointing going on from referee Hewitt. Nice play the ball there from Georgalis. Allows Ken McGuinness to take a 15-metre scamper to the blind side. Sets it up for the kick on the last, and it's with Doyle. Now he steps over the 40-metre line. Gets the kick inside the 20. But back there, well, it's John Simon who's found himself as the last line for Parramatta, straight through Hodgson. Simon through traffic, gets through another, and over the 40-metre line. Found himself a home on the wing. Here's Raper. And held up short of halfway. Carriage. Stepping into the tackle of Capavilla. Try 2 minutes into the second half, and a real arm wrestle since, as Bell gets the pass from Pay. Steps leads. Jason Bell chased by Kennedy. What a tackle from Damien Kennedy. The big second rower got him. Nailed him. Parramatta should still score. Navali is with it. He gets over. Slams it down. Epirama Navali for Parramatta. Try 4, and they're up by 4.
Oh, yeah, good stuff from Parramatta. Tackle of the match, though, from Damien Kennedy on Jason Bell. It was a beautiful ball from Dean Pay. But that man, here it is, look at this. Excellent rugby league. The defence came in on him, and he thought he was home once he beat Leeds, but Kennedy got him. Pulled him down a metre out. The second tackle there, play went on. It comes out wide. As we freeze play there, you can just see there's nothing doing out here at all. We've got all these players to come through. Had to be a try, and they did it so well. Good ball from John Simon and Epirama Navali. No drama, Epirama. Try time.
There's the play the ball from Bell. A replay in the super slow-mo would suggest he's knocked it on as he got to his feet. But the long ball from Simon. Steve Roach, Parramatta back in front. It's been a while.
Yeah, the defensive West has really held out the last 10 minutes. But, gee, that was good refereeing there. He could have gave a penalty to Parramatta, but he let it play on because West was struggling to get back after that long break.
I can't believe a block. We're wrapping referees now. How are we going? He is having a good game, though, this bloke.
He certainly is.
Navali. His second try now. The tally being added to. They haven't been able to land a kick, though. Heron replaced before half-time with a hamstring injury. And Simon has since missed 3. And this one from 5 in from touch. They're getting wider. And John Simon, 4 tries to 2, but the lead is only 4. The Eels over the Magpies. And 55 gone. Saturday afternoon football. With Andrew Leeds, Western Suburbs now needing to score. They're led by 12 points to 8 at half-time, and that sort of barging run from McCracken is going to make the job very hard to come back. Really fired up Jared McCracken. Now with Collins. Now Barnes. Stepping away from a couple of attempted tackles and then able to crawl another couple into the Kevin McGuinness tackle. This is Morgan inside the West half. They're on their heels at the moment, the Magpies. Set of 6 following the try. They've made easy meters. Simon's kick finds the line, 10 out. It goes to plan. One of 3 key players for Western Suburbs off contract. The negotiations continue. Mesha, Ken McGuinness and Harvey Howard. This is Millard inside Eels territory. Mesha, Howard. It's a big loping stride in. It was held that time by Brett Horsnell. Georgalis, Doyle. Stepping off the left, Adam Doyle loses it. He was trying to force a pass as Leeds was coming through. He slammed the ground in disgust, Adam Doyle.
Half a chance there, nice left foot step, got him through the gap, and the tackle from behind. As he tried to pass, he lost control of the ball.
Okay, Parramatta. Now Jason Bell, as dangerous as any attacking player out there again today. Jason Bell, Raper, for Paul Carriage. Ready for another hit up, made 10. Now Raper, left side of the ruck, with Campbell holding that ball out in front, able to get a good pass for Kelly, then for Collins. He rolled-footed Hodgson. Nice attack on the blind side from Parramatta. Bell, Simon, now Morgan. He's got Carriage on his outside. He finds Pettit. Trapped on the 20. Last tackle this. Simon's at first receiver. They'll try their luck with an air raid for Hodgson, who's not the tallest of wingers. Hodgson, though, able to get the ball without a Parramatta player making an attack at it. And now Ken McGuinness. That was a funny one. There were 3 chasers there, but they didn't really seem to be contesting the ball. And this is Millard for West. Now Howard. Oh, Howard's coughed it up in the tackle of Morgan.
Oh, what a good tackle. Justin Morgan took him front on and hammered him, forced the ball loose.
And that's how to stop Harvey Howard getting over the advantage line. Here's McCracken. Another forceful hit up from the Parramatta second rower, Raper. They're moving in for the kill right now, the Eels. Here's Simon. Inside the 10, Raper steadying up for Carriage to come into the line. He shrugs away from a couple. To the ground he goes in the Doyle tackle. From dummy half Barnes, here goes Navali, it's a hat-trick! Epirama! Find another word that rhymes with Epirama. 3 tries, Try-a-rama, 20-12.
It's a dead set Try-a-rama. A treble for him, look at him go. What a player. Oh, Chook Heron, he might rue the day he hurt his hamstring. There was the tackle. And that tackle there gets the Eels 4 points. Good stuff, Morgan. That's good play from the dummy half there. Nathan Barnes saw there was a little bit of space down this short side, and Navali didn't play the ball properly, but the referees missed it. Doesn't matter. And one-on-one, got on the outside of his man Willis. He's a superstar.
Suppose it's too late to bring him into the rest of the world side. Epirama Navali with 3 tries. He's loving it. At this rate, he'll have 5 by the end of the day. Poor old Tommy, he's had better second halves than this one. They led 12-8 at the break. And they've conceded 3 tries since half-time. Simon can't get a kick within close range of the posts. Just a couple of metres in from the sideline. Oh. He's got to aim for the sticks. Andrew leads for Western Suburbs with 16 remaining, but it is 5 tries to 2. Right, you would think they should be home by now. And here's Raper. Raper from dummy half, taking off down the gun barrel. He made 15 metres. Barnes getting busy already. They're inside the West half. They've just gone off the boil, the Magpies. Consistent attack. Rolling sets of 6 for Parramatta. Morgan makes another 10. Simon for Jason Bell. Back in field for Simon. Collected by Langmack. And it is tackle 5. Here it is with Campbell. Hodgson has turned around on the chase. Leeds will be hoping it bounces deep. It doesn't, so Leeds from the in goal. The chasers are there for Parramatta. That is a tackle. He is nailed in goal.
It's a great chase there from Parramatta. Got the former hooker, Troy Campbell. He's playing in the back row. He's out wide as a running back row. Puts the kick in, a great skill, and follows it up with a beautiful chase. Also, Stuart Kelly there. And Leeds will get back into the field of play 9 times out of 10, but not on that occasion.
Dropouts for Western Suburbs. This with a breeze advantage in the second half. Another deep one from Leeds. Carriage is with it. Can't fault his game today, Paul Carriage. He's really had a go. And Morgan, the contender for the Nokia man of the match. Raper, the Bell, another contender. Switch of play for Pettit. The flat pass. Pettit is 10 metres out. Howard there with Scandalis. Simon, they're stretched here. Parramatta Bell. Long floating ball for Lovell. Lovell will have a go himself. Gets the pass inside. It's with Campbell. Now back for Bell. They're 10 metres out. Raper. Then the ball for Carriage. He was held 5 out from the tackle by Howard. Collins tried to crawl his way over the try line. Last tackle. They'll play the ball. Raper scoops it up quickly. Is this going to be the match-winning try? Lovell can't force it. On the last tackle and a changeover.
Well, they could have wrapped it up for them there, but good West defence, you know, and West have had to do all the tackling the second half. And that's why they're behind on the scoreboard. Parramatta have controlled possession so well. West have turned it over. Lovell held up.
The West with the ball inside their own 20. With a victory here, Parramatta will join Manly at the top of the table. Not riding off Western Suburbs just yet, though. They can somehow manufacture a try out of this. They're there for the finish as Howard. Not quite the same venom in that hitter. Mesha, Langmack. Floating pass there, McGuinness. Nice hands, Hodgson. He's away down the right side. Langmack in support was taken out. They won't need him because Kennedy is there and West are back in it. We've got the finish we wanted. Damien Kennedy scores for West.
What a try. The first time they've had the ball in about 10 minutes, and look what they've done with it. It comes through from hands. As he frees play there, you can just see how he's got on the outside of his man, McGuinness, and that forces Collins to come in there and gives the man plenty of space to run right down there. Beautiful stuff. And Hodgson gets on the outside of his man. Langmack was taken out. McGuinness inside of Damien Kennedy, the back rower, backs up very well. Look at him go. He's a dead set ringer for Les Boyd. We've said that before. Runs like him, looks like him, got a bum like him, everything. And Hodgson's done so well on the wing. He's only a kid, but he's playing like he's been around for a few years. And West are back in it.
Leeds with a kick. This one, they tell me, for 800 first-grade points. Don't think that's going through his mind at the moment. Leeds is successful. Goal kicking could well be the difference in this match. It's 20 points to 18. Steve Roach on the sideline.
Well, Western Suburbs caused Parramatta all sorts of trouble when they went wide in the first half. But that coming out of their own end just then, it's good to see them go wide because that's where they're causing all the problems. Kennedy, isn't he unbelievable? Look at the space or the pace off the mark that he showed over the first 10 metres. They just couldn't foot it with him.
A big crowd, our biggest for Saturday afternoon football this year. And they've got a tense finish to this one. Capavilla held up short of the 20. There's the crowd, over 15,000. Good attendance, 15,372.
And they're getting a game worthy of 20. It's been a terrific game. And it's one that'll go right down to it.
Here's Jerry Mesha over the 40-metre line. Running at an angle, still able to make 10. Hasler, Langmack. And Kennedy stumbled, slid into the Raper tackle. He's a very dangerous player though, Damien Kennedy. This is the last with Doyle. Can they get a good kick in? They need it to hold up. Carriage will just let this one trickle. And it's over the dead ball line again. Well, it's either been out on the full or dead in goal in 90% of West kicks in the second half. Now Paul Carriage is ready from the restart.
He's played very well today, Carriage. He's getting better as he's going on this season, 1997. That's 21 times he's touched the ball, the most of any player on the football field today.
And Bill standing, able to keep the West defence at bay. It comes from Morgan. He puts on a little spurt and tackled by Kennedy. Raper, Bell, West defence. Not quite that solid. They're making 10 and 15 metres with every tackle. The Parramatta side. Simon spreading wide. Cut out ball here for Pay. Pay out the centres. Gives it to Kelly. Slight question mark on the pass. It's the last tackle. Simon. Will he try the bomb or kick for Navali? He's the magic man. There's Willis back there. Navali comes through. It falls nicely for Leeds. Now Western Suburbs are away. Leeds inside. Doyle.
Oh, well, it's all happening. Nearly a try for the Parramatta side. and West get 30 metres out from their own territory. Beautiful stuff.
Watch the challenge of Navali again on Willis.
And Andrew leads the man there. Johnny on the spot again.
The counter-attack in the meantime. Harvey Howard's done one of his typical hit-ups for 15 metres. Now McGuinness able to slip that pass for Hodgson. 35 out from the Parramatta line. Georgalis. What a penalty here would make it interesting. Georgalis. Capavilla. Bad ball. It was knocked on by Kevin McGuinness. It was a terrible pass.
Well, things going along nicely for West. Oh well, it happens.
The scrum is on the 30-metre line. Parramatta's end of the field. 20 points to 18. Parramatta have scored 5 tries to 3 and have only a 2-point lead. Navali. He scored 3 tries of his own. Now Bell. Brings carriage into the play again. It's to the 40. Now Bell. Bell takes off from dummy half. It's the support there. Bell's trying to go all the way himself. Able to pass in the leads tackle. It's off the leg of Barnes. No, knock on. But where is the touch, Judge? I think Campbell was the support player for Bell, and he was taken out of the play.
What are they doing, the Bengal Lancers? They've just stood there, and watch this. Jason Bell made the bust. He was dead set taken out. Morgan, back on the inside there, taken out. No one has seen it. And then a desperation pass thrown, and Nathan Barnes couldn't get down to it.
Western Suburbs. They had a few go against them in the first half. They get a slice of luck at a critical time this time round. Here's Hodgson. Standing back was Collins. Able to pass there for Ken McGuinness. 5 short of halfway. 5.5 remaining at the stadium. And here's Leeds really attacking hard. Running for 15 and tackled by Simon. Now Miller. Georgalis. And here's Willis. 30 out from the Parramatta line. Back with Georgalis. Hasler. First receiver. Feeds the pass along for Langmack. A short ball for Millard. Now right in front of the Parramatta posts. 25 out. Hasler. There's a football ball. Langmack can't handle. Darren Pettit's with it. Oh, Desi. He is out of trouble again, but not home yet. Navali. He will step into his work as Hasler makes the tackle. Collins is dummy half. Jason Bell coming across field for Campbell, then for Collins. Carriage is in support. Collins takes the tackle. Here's Pettit. Now inside Western Suburbs territory. Simon. McCracken. Langmack was waiting with Miller. Last tackle, Raper. Back for Dean Pay. Well, another kick for Dean Pay. It's his 3rd of the afternoon. It bounces. It's not a bad kick from Pay. Leeds is with it on his own goal line. And held up 5 out from his own line. This is Willis on the infield. He slips into the knees of McCracken. Lesh's pass on the bounce for Kevin McGuinness. Now for his brother Ken. Ken, oh no, was he away from Kelly? He was half away and still tried to force the pass.
I'm just wondering who the ball came off though when it went into touch. Matt Hewitt has gone to ask the touch judge who it came off.
Stand by for the number. It's a West scrum feed.
Claiming it came off and it did. Steve Collins played at that ball and it's gone into touch, so that's the correct decision.
First half they found space down the left side. The second half they've had success on the right side of the park, Western Suburbs. hold up with Howard going out there for this scrum. Millard's gone to the bench. Western Suburbs, such a key game for them. In a position where they could drop out of the top 7. Hasler, here with Doyle. Working here for Ken McGuinness and for Georgialis. It's a staggered attacking line though for West. Back with Ken McGuinness. They're keeping it alive. He's looking for the speed. He finds that gear. He bumped away. He put a nice fend on Hodgson, his teammate. They're inside the Parramatta half. Langmack finding Georgialis. Turning inside for Doyle. In the face, missing the tackle was Payne. Doyle, strong 5'8". Tackle, 35 out from the Parramatta line. Just over 2 remaining. Howard, straight up the centre goes big Harvey Howard inside the 20. He left Aaron Raper behind. Now Hasler. Here come the Magpies, the black and whites with Doyle. On his outside is Capavilla. He served it up the pass. Oh, it may have even been a touch forward. They're 5 out from the line. Last tackle for Western Suburbs. Mesher. Doyle. Cut out ball for Langmack. Then for Leeds. Leeds for Ken McGuinness. McGuinness has a go at the try line. He's lost the ball. Parramatta with it.
And the Parramatta fans, they've gone up, all 15,500 of them. Oh, they love that West mistake. What a game this has been. What a beauty.
Well, West might get one last shot, but there's 90 seconds remaining. There's Raper and Morgan. They'll just be locking up the ball and getting away the kick on the last. Raper running inside for Collins. Parramatta outside their 20. Again with Raper. Campbell able to make 10 metres. Nice run for Troy Campbell. Approaching the 60-second mark. Simon finding McCracken, and McCracken gets to halfway. It's simple stuff, but good work, and there's a penalty to Parramatta on what would have been the last tackle. And you can put the cue in the rackets all over for West.
Yeah, that'll wrap it up, Bossy, no doubt about it. Hand in the play, the ball there from Georgialis. It was one-on-one, but it was too late. He was already tackled. Tackle had been completed. Thumbs up there from Phil McCracken.
Restart with Pettit. Well, the home crowd have got the result they wanted. Oh, Pettit's picked up. Taken to the horizontal, then put down in a soft landing. There's the tackle. They lead by 2. This will be 9 straight for Parramatta. They haven't won 9 straight since 1977. And here is Collins stepping for the last tackle of the match. And the march for the Blue and Gold Army will continue. And they will return to the stadium next time round, I'm sure. A dusty first half, a thrilling second period from the Eels, and they win by 2. In the wash-up, they did score 5 tries to 3.